Tonight, Jacksonville officials are cracking down on code violations at 4 rundown apartments.
Broken windows, mold, high crime, no electricity, stray animals, just some of those complaints. But now the city has plans to step in.
New tonight at 10, THV 11, Sarah Horbakowicz shows us those plans and what's slowing down the process.
Yeah, Faith, it's a similar story to what we reported on for more than a year at Little Rock's Big Country Chateau. City and state officials say an out-of-state landlord is leaving apartments like Wingate to fall apart. Now, Jacksonville officials say their years of pushing for better conditions are coming to a boiling point, but it could be a while before the over 100 residents see improvements.
So we've got multiple busted out windows of occupied units. We've got the boarding over here of the building that a vehicle ran through the building. It was occupied.
Marissa Barger has been inspecting the Wingate apartments in Jacksonville for years.
We keep asking them to secure them, yet every time we come, we still have broken glass.
And the issues aren't just at Wingate. New York-based company Park Place Project LLC is connected to 3 other failing apartments in Jacksonville and even more across the country.
Is there anything you can do about it? Code enforcement standing right here. There's all these code violations. What's next?
We have to have an order issued in order for us to remedy the situation.
That order would come from the city's Criminal Nuisance Abatement Board, the latest step in what Jacksonville Mayor Jeff Elmore says has been unanswered requests for repair.
Multiple factors, at play here, and so we're wading through it, trying to figure out what's the best way. How can we go about taking care of our people?
Meanwhile, Jacksonville police report calls to the apartments daily.
3 shootings this month. We've had fights, drug dealing, break-ins. A lot of stuff that deteriorates the neighborhood. We're really short-handed right now, so this creates a burden for us because we don't have the manpower to handle a company not taking care of their own property.
And while the city plans to condemn some of the vacant buildings, shutting down everything isn't their first choice.
It would be easy to, especially in the state in which we find these apartments. But the problem is when you're talking 4 complexes in town, that's a lot of people. Truthfully, probably there's not enough other apartments here in town to take all of them.
The Attorney General's office is also getting involved, sharing in part that they're asking the court to order the owners' cooperation and block them from renting out new apartments, all while city officials continue to push for enforcement while waiting on those legal procedures.
I took this position on to help people to have a better living standard and to make sure that those standards are lived up to. And when we issue citations and we issue notices of violations and nothing's being done to correct the problem, we feel helpless.
Local management declined to go on camera, but claims property owners are no longer giving paychecks. However, officials say residents report being threatened with eviction if they complain to code enforcement, as some units are rented off the books.
A lot going on there. Sarah, you mentioned right off the top the similarities to Big Country Chateau here in Little Rock. You spent a lot of time over there. What jumps out at you in terms of similarities?
Yeah, what really jumps out is that both are out-of-state apartment owners that are running this, and so officials are saying there's not a lot of checks going on to these buildings, left for years without those repairs. And so as I did this story today, you're just kind of hoping it doesn't take as long because we reported on Big Country for years.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much. We'll continue to follow this developing story.